Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Syafiq bin Ibrahim. Today I'm gonna do some explanation as a financial manager to the Mrs. Kate regarding about documentation of trade financing. I choose bankers acceptance as a trade financing facility to Mrs. Kate to give her understand about it. Okay, first, bankers acceptance is a promised future payment which accepted by bank, which mean bank ni bukan bank, buyer dia bayar pada waktu pada tempoh tertentu, makna pada tempoh masa hadapan, makna lewat, tapi bank guarantee benda tu dan dia terima walaupun buyer bayar lambat. Bank acceptance can be investment that are traded at discounted price. Means bank acceptance can be trade in the secondary market, tetapi dijual beli dengan discount price. Advantages of bankers acceptance. First, bankers acceptance provide seller assurance against default. Second, the buyer doesn't have to repay or pay in advance for good. Sebab di sini buyer tak perlu bayar awal untuk barang tersebut, sebab sebab banker acceptance ni set kan satu tempoh pada masa hadapan untuk dibayar. Tu kelebihannya, maknanya buyer ada dapat guna tempoh tersebut dengan duit tu untuk buat benda lain. Third, provide the ability to purchase and sell good in timely manner. Macam saya cakap tadi, buyer ada kebolehan untuk membeli barang-barang tersebut walaupun pada waktu dia beli barang pada waktu sekarang, tapi dia boleh bayar pada waktu yang seterusnya, maknanya pada masa hadapan dia boleh bayar. Keempat, relatively low cost compared to the benefit provided. Features of documentation. Must be clear written contract between buyer and seller. Kontrak tu, kalau nak buat documentation ni, kontrak mestilah terang semua benda. Contohnya harga barang, berapa barang tersebut, bila nak hantar, hantaran apa yang digunakan. Second, must have specific document to work out the right duty and tax charge. Contohnya kalau barang tersebut pakai undang-undang ini, jadi diperlukan dokumen-dokumen yang berbeza. Contoh barang ni bantal, contoh barang ni contoh barang ni macam kopi dengan buku, maknanya memerlukan tax yang berbeza, charge yang berbeza. Kalau kopi macam ni, kalau buku undang-undang charge dia macam ni, jadi memerlukan dokumen yang berbeza. Third, documentation need to cover the transport of the goods and insurance during the journey. Di sini dokumen tersebut hendaklah menceritakan tentang persetujuan tentang penghantaran barang tersebut dan kejaminan keselamatan barang tersebut, supaya pembeli dapat hak untuk dia. The right paperwork can be an important part of the payment mechanism. Okay, modus operandi of bankers acceptance melibatkan empat pihak, iaitu buyer, seller as a principal, bank ada dua, remitting bank and collecting bank. First step is seller puts the ship to the buyer. Second, forward document to remitting bank. The remitting bank will forward the document to collecting bank, and the collecting bank will present the document to the buyer. We can see from here, bank as a third party will forward the document. Number 5, the fifth step, buyer withdraw bank acceptance and discounted. Macam kita tahu, bank acceptance ni bekerja dengan buyer boleh bayar dengan harga dengan price in maturity date, pada waktu yang ditetapkan pada masa hadapan. Kat sini di fifth step we can see banker acceptance has worked. The sixth step is remit payment. Bank collecting bank and remitting bank will collect payment, will remit the payment. 7, payment, the remitting bank will pay to the seller. The last step, that's it lah. So last kali remitting bank akan bayar kepada seller walaupun buyer tak bayar lagi sebab dia guna bankers acceptance kan. Dia akan bayar pada maturity date. In conclusion, banking acceptance helps companies obtain to facilitate business, but also is an extension of credit in many cases. Second, banking acceptance ensure fewer delays in payment and shipment, allowing both importers and exporters run their business efficiently. Kat sini maksudnya ensure fewer delays in payment but allowing both importer and exporters run their business efficiently. Maknanya walaupun buyer tu bayar lewat, exporter still boleh run their business efficiently because bank as a third party bayar bagi pihak dah bayar bagi pihak buyer. Sebab bank acceptance kan buyer bayar pada waktu masa hadapan, waktu yang ditetapkan, waktu yang telah ditetapkan. Jadi bank bagi pihak ketiga membayar dahulu kepada exporters. Walaupun buyer bayar lambat, exporter tetap dapat menjalankan bisnes dia dengan baik. Tak ada apa-apa efek yang buruk kepada exporters. It allow a company increase their business revenue. Means kepada buyer lah. Buyer dapat guna duit pada tempoh tersebut. Contohnya banking acceptance ni kan kena bayar pada masa hadapan. Jadi tempoh dia dalam masa 30 atau 180 hari hingga 180 hari. Pada tempoh tersebut maknanya dia boleh guna duit tu untuk buat modal benda lain. Lastly, without bank acceptance, a company might fall behind on payment and lose a key customer or supplier. Okay, that's it. That's it from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.